we're getting ready to do another sign. So I found the hotel font that I wanted and I printed it out. And then, like always, I transferred it onto this gel or clear sheet, and then and I just traced it with Sharpie, and then it's up there. So all I have to do is with a pencil trace this. I'm not going to use a Sharpie because sometimes Sharpie is hard to paint over, and since I'm sanding and making it look aged anyway, I don't want that black Sharpie in there, even though it would be so much easier to see. But I just have to use a darker pencil, and I'm going to go ahead and trace that, and I'll show you guys once that's done. Alright, so you can kind of see the hotel words written there in pencil. I just took this down, and what I did with a straight edge is I went right over the top. You can kind of see the line right there, so I know to go in between those and kind of just make sure that all of the words are even, and then I went back through with a ruler, just kind of straightened things out and cleaned everything up. But the next thing I'm going to do is take a paintbrush and do the outside edge, and then I can just paint in everything in between, and that's the fast part. And then I age it, and then we put it up. So I will get going on that, and I'll show you guys the next step when I'm ready.
So I am trying to talk Gina into, instead of building any more facades for this year, we're just going to have her paint a giant backdrop of a town.
No way, Jose.
you have like, what, 95 days or so? There's plenty of time.
I think there's 98. Don't cheat me out of some days now.
Yeah, then you got plenty
days.
Of time. You got plenty of time.
Oh my gosh, a whole backdrop?
Yeah, I'll just work on like a popper, a coffin popper, pneumatic prop or something.
Just set it in the middle of the yard?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what they should have?
What?
They should have a candy, like, cannon. So, like, if you were a pirate king,
you just
and all of
shoot.
a sudden, like, shooting candy out at the kids. like piñata, like, you know, when it falls out like that speed. Not like impaling kids with Tootsie Rolls.
That's a great idea.
So as you can see, I already outlined all of my letters with paint, and then I'm going back and filling everything in, and it's hot.
Hot L.
Hot L.
Hot L.
Hot L.
It's looking really awesome. Are we gonna sand it up?
We're gonna sand it up.
That's next, huh?
Put some grit on it. True grit.
Yeah. That was a great go.
You see how fast they come to me? Hey, are we gonna do the saloon sign next?
Yes, we're gonna do the saloon sign next.
Anybody guess what the saloon sign name is gonna be? I'll give you a hint.
Should we tell them?
It does not have dead in the name.
It does not have
Does not
dead
have Fred
in
in the name. Does not have Fred in the name.
Man, we haven't even busted out any liquor.
Oh snap! Oh snap!
Oh snap!
So the whole sign is painted now, and I want to do a little pinstriping around the edge. So I just took some really thin masking tape, and I already, measured, and it's just going to do a real thin pinstriping around it. And all I have to do is just paint in between the lines right there and let it dry for a little bit, and then I'm going to add a little more detail, and I'll show you guys that when I'm done. Hey everyone, Chris and I, we're getting ready to paint our large saloon sign, and it's so bright that I don't think this is going to film very well, but we're doing the vinegar and water and steel wool method for this one, just to get the wood aged underneath. Normally we would paint it, but we had this already, so we just thought, hey, why don't we go ahead and just throw it on there and give it a little difference or whatever. So instantly, if you guys have never done this before, what you do is you just take some steel wool and you put it in some vinegar and then let it sit for a couple of days, and the steel wool will dissolve in the vinegar, and then you just add the same amount of water as however much vinegar you put in, and it ages the wood really quick. So let's see.
Can you see all right?
Yep. And it's pretty cool. So for anything you guys are going to do outside and you don't want to put paint or stain on, this is a really cool method of having aged wood. Instantly.
But it stinks.
It does stink, and I'm sure it'll wear off over time, but pretty cool. And no, we're not revealing what the sign name is yet, so you just have to wait a couple more minutes. Now we've let the plywood dry from our vinegar mix, and you can tell the difference right there. So it really does age the wood right away, which is really cool. We also made a concoction of a green, and we're going to paint our sign green. And we'll just kind of like do a real quick job. We don't have to get it all because we're just going to end up sanding a lot of it, and we want some of the wood to poke through anyway. So I'll show you when that's done. Alright, so I finished my pinstriping, and I drew those little flower things on the outside. And you guys like my little square detail? So the wood's kind of peeling up right here, but I think it turned out good, so I'm excited. That was super easy and a lot of fun. I just made myself a little template right here, and just traced those, and then just did those in the corner and painted them. And Chris has got the overhead projector on, and he's working on the other side. He's putting the writing in there. And what do you think, Chris? Is it time to show him? I don't know. I think we'll make you guys wait a little bit longer. There's the saloon. Do you guys know what the name is yet? Ah, the suspense is killing you, right? Alright, let's go show them. Alright, so now what we're doing is we're going to cut out the perimeter of the sign, and Chris is marking the what he needs to cut out right now, and then we'll show you what's going on. Isn't that the most beautiful N you've ever seen?
No.
Chris is doing a good job. He's tracing all the letters right now. I'm going to go back in, and once he's done, I'll fill them in. I'm working on the other side of the sign, but I'm not going to show you guys yet. You're just going to have to still hang in there. Alright, time to sand the sign. And there's the finished product. So I just took a couple different sizes of sandpaper, different grit that is, and just went to town on it. Now all I have to do is just put like a watered down wash on it and make it look like it's been weathered a bit. And then we'll be done, and we can put it over the door. Woohoo! I wanted to show you guys real quick before I cover up the last couple of boards, the aged. So this is what all the boards look like, and then we took the vinegar and steel wool formula, and now this is what we have. So, whoa, that was a big bug. Was that a June bug? Man, he almost landed on my head. Dude, he was huge. Sorry, guys. Anyway, so now I have to just go and hit all the ends. But man, that stuff really works so good. And there's some physical proof right there. Those boards right there don't have any. Shut up.
Let's get physical.
Chris is just getting the ends there.
Yep. I got the hard job. It looks great though. Lots of detail.
Yeah. Really good.
Detail.
Detail. Those boards are almost dry. What do you think, Tonka? It's good, right? Just right for stretching out and taking a little sun bath. You getting hot, Pumpkin?